From the News Channel 5 Network, this is OpenLine.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to OpenLine. Glad you're with us tonight. We are talking money, and we're talking about a class of money that I don't understand a great deal about. We're talking about cryptocurrency and NFTs. Is this something that the next generation will be investing in? Certainly, some are already investing in it. What is it? How does it work? Why is this becoming something? It's really kind of cryptocurrency 101. That's what I want to do tonight. And it's a chance for you to call in with any question you may have. And I'm very happy to have with us Dr. Julio Rivas. He is with Lipscomb University, joining us via Zoom, Department of Accounting, Finance, and Economics. So thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you, Ben, and hi, everyone. And let's hope we have a lot of fun and we learn a lot in this conversation.
Okay, good. Yes, let's hope we have a lot of fun and we learn a lot. Before I ask you to even define what cryptocurrency is, and cryptocurrency would be Bitcoin and that kind of thing, do you think this type of investment is here to stay? Is this going to be here a generation from now, in your opinion?
I would say, well, I think it has a very good chance. I would, if I had a crystal ball, I would tell you with certainty, yes, it's here to stay and put as much money as you can, but evidently, well, I cannot give investment advice, but what I can say is it's more and more people are using it, more and more people, especially people that know about finance are starting to be more enthusiastic about cryptocurrencies. Now, within the cryptocurrency world, there are different options, right? Different alternatives. It is not the same. It's like if we talk about stocks, for instance. Well, not all companies are the same, right? The same happens with cryptocurrencies. There are a lot of different flavors, and we made different characteristics. But I do think that this is a way that it's going to be here to stay.
Well, let me ask you this. Okay, so you think it's here to stay? Likely. What is it? Define for me what is cryptocurrency?
Well, it's first I would like to start defining currency, right? Money, So first what is money, right? Well, money is what we all would like to have more, right? Well, that is not really the official definition, but it is what we use to money basically has three functions. We use money to purchase goods and services, right? So we pay with money. We use it as a unit of account. We say, oh, how much do I need to pay for this? I need to pay $5. Okay, so you know how much is it, and we use it for stored of value, right? So technically and theoretically, probably not right now, but if you keep money under the mattress, it will keep some value. Evidently not right now. So the cryptocurrencies are currencies that are digital, right? So we don't have paper money. We don't have a bank account per se. We do have what it's called it's everything linked in what it's called a man, the word just escaped from me. But it's
a digital wallet. It's like a digital wallet, right?
Yeah. No, but it's blockchain. Blockchain is the word that I was going to use.
All right.
So what it is there are ledgers, right? So there are people all over the world that have a record of all the transactions that have been happening with your cryptocurrencies, right? So instead of me just giving money to you, there's a lot of people that record transactions. So in a way that's more transparent, and it is harder to have any sort of I would say fraud, or I would say people trying to take advantage of it, right? So I would define it as currency that is virtual, currency that is harder to forge, harder to steal, if we may, and that it's not controlled by a government, if we may,
okay, I like that. I like that. You cannot hold it in your hand. Is that a true statement?
Yes, it is digital. Now, there are ways in which you can take care of a digital asset. I mean, there are crypto wallets, that, and if you don't, if you want to store your cryptocurrency in a safe place, well, you can save it in your crypto wallet, but yes, it is not controlled by the government. For example, Bitcoin has a fixed amount of Bitcoins that are going to be available in the market, right? And you cannot go beyond that.
So they have a set number. All right, let me just ask you a few quick questions here. So it's a digital form of currency, a digital form of currency. And how long has it been around?
Bitcoin started in the late 2000s, like around 2008, 2009, if I'm not mistaken.
And actually, who started it? Who would have started this?
It was a paper. It was the person that wrote, or the group of people that wrote this paper went by a name of what was it, Satoshi Nakamoto or something like that. The name escaped right now, but they came up with an idea on how to have a digital form of currency that will address a lot of the shortcomings that we saw in our currencies. And it is interesting because it was right after the 2008 crisis. So people, and we're trying to figure out what is the next step. How can we take care of our money if all the system collapses? In 2007, 2008. There were real fears that the banks were going to go bankrupt and that we were going to have a massive chaos. Right?
That's true. So in 2008, there was that thought. So this kind of emerges of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and it's all over the world. So it's uniform no matter where you are, right? It's not like dollars and so that's obvious. And how do you get it? Like, do I spend $1 to buy 1 Bitcoin? How do you buy?
I wish.
How do you do that?
Well, there are ways in which you can get it. There are platforms, there are websites, there are apps where you can buy digital currency. It is very simple. But here's the thing, The price of Bitcoin and all of the other cryptocurrencies changes daily, and that is one of the shortcomings that I would say, especially if you're investing in the short term. The price is going to change. So just to give you an example, right after COVID hit, right after COVID was declared a pandemic, in March, April 2020, the price of Bitcoin was I don't know, it was like at $7,000 per Bitcoin. So $7,000 per Bitcoin. Right now, last time I checked, it was around 48. So there is a big swing. Now,
what? Now say that again. I'm sorry. $48.
48,000.
48,000. It went from $6,000 for 1 Bitcoin to $48,000 for 1 Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'll give you the price right now. 47,209.52. So that's the latest price I have right now.
Whoa, $47,000 for 1 Bitcoin.
Yes. And here's the crazy thing. When they started trading this, the value was pennies. Nobody knew that this was going to be the next big thing. I remember being on a PhD seminar and we talked about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, and we were like, well, this is a crazy thought. If I had put $100 back then, I would be worth millions. So we never know.
What do you do with it? So let's say I decide after seeing this show, and I don't think I will, but I decided to go buy a Bitcoin or 10 Bitcoin. If that is even possible. What do I do with it?
Yeah, well, that is a great question. I would say a lot of companies, a lot of businesses are starting to accept payments in Bitcoin. Right? One of the main virtues of Bitcoin is that you can pay people all over the world. You know, we were saying, right? It is not centrally located. It is a worldwide currency, if we may. So you can pay whoever you want, wherever you want, and it is going to be there, right? It is going to be available for them. Some companies have used Bitcoin. You know, they will price their goods or services in Bitcoin, but again, you know,
but that doesn't sound like to me a good enough reason. I mean, you could use dollars, you know, and yeah, you have to get it exchanged maybe a little bit, but the idea that you don't have to, that's not a big enough reason to do this.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people see this as a way to invest in the future, right?
Okay.
Probably a better word for it is speculate. There's a lot of money that goes into speculation in cryptocurrencies. I will tell you, if you put money in cryptocurrencies, you're going to have a lot of volatility. It doesn't grow smoothly. It is not something that grows 1% every day and you're happy. No, you're going to have big, crazy swings, right? And number two, I mean, it's a lot of us hope that this more and more people are going to be into this, more and more people are going to buy this. But if for some reason the experiment fails, well, it's going to be worthless, right? So if we spend $47,000 buying a Bitcoin and then nobody else accepts them or nobody wants to invest in them, well, the price is going to go to zero.
And is the primary reason somebody's buying, is it just to hold on to and hope it goes up? It's not really to travel around the world and buy hotel rooms. I mean, it's more just speculation. Is that true or not?
I would say yes. I would say yes. From what I know and what I understand, yes. I would say speculation, which is not a bad thing per se, right? It is a form of investing, if we may. Now, having said that, you need to be aware that there's gonna be crazy swings. Actually, Ben, what I was gonna tell you, and I have the number right here. I was gonna give you the Bitcoin market cap, which is if you add up all the Bitcoin that is available in the world and multiply by the current price, the value is $896 billion. $896 billion.
Wow, so that's a lot.
It's approaching $1 trillion, you know, and there's not that many companies that are worth $1 trillion, right? So we can see that there's a lot of money going into this market, and having said that, I would like to think that there's a lot of people that think that this is going to be a market that it's going to be here to stay.
Let me ask you a couple more things before we go to break. All right, sure. So you said before the pandemic it was $6,000 for one Bitcoin. Now it's 40-something thousand for one Bitcoin.
47, yes.
What, I mean, in the last month, how much has it swung? I mean, you say they're wild fluctuations. Do you think it goes back? Do you think it's likely? Should investors be prepared for it to go back below 6,000 and then back up, or what? You know, what do you think? That's
again a great question, Ben. You asked me some of the best questions I've had. You know, but here, just for your reference, on March 1st, the price of Bitcoin was 43,000. Then on March 7th was 38,000. So from 43 to 38, and now it is at 47. Right? So 43, 38, 47, just in 1 month.
Wow.
So we're having a $10,000 swing just in 1 month. Right?
And why does it swing? What determines its value?
It is I would say supply and demand, and as with any other asset is the future expectation, right? So why would people buy Bitcoin? Well, because they think that the price is going to go up. Why? Because we think that in the future we're going to be using it more, you know, because it gives us more safety, more security, because A lot of people will accept it worldwide. So a lot of those attributes are very appealing for a lot of people. So we invest.
Is there any government that has bought Bitcoin? I mean, you said how much? $1 trillion is invested in Bitcoin.
Yes.
So who is the largest investor, and is there a government that's pumping money into this? What about that?
Honestly, I don't know who's the largest investor. I don't know if that is disclosed. That is part of the good thing about this for some people, is that you will not know who really holds this. Now, there's a lot of people in social media that will say, I'm a Bitcoin investor or whatnot, and you see them doing things that people with a lot of money would do. But it is not like the Forbes list of the richest people in the world. Well, we don't have a list like that. Now, talking about countries, I know that El Salvador in Central America has been very bullish about Bitcoin. And I think their president thinks that Bitcoin is the way of the future, and he has had seminars, and actually there is an app that people in El Salvador can buy stuff with Bitcoin right now. Now, I said one Bitcoin is $47,000, but you can fragment it, right? You can have a tenth or 100, 1,000, a very, very small piece of Bitcoin, and still buy and sell stuff with that. So,
wow.
But yeah,
so there is at least one country, El Salvador.
Yes,
all right.
Yes,
all right. Thank you. I mean, you're helping me understand this, and I appreciate that. What we're gonna have to take a break, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna ask you about NFTs, which I truly don't understand. But that's a type of cryptocurrency, I believe, and this is the next thing.
Yeah.
So if you've ever thought about NFTs, stick around. We're going to get into that. We'll talk about that right after this.